Hey everyone, hope you're all safe and well. Now today's actually a release date, it's April the 1st, and honestly that's no joke. Here in the UK it's part of the Easter break, which means we get the Monday off, and that just happens to coincide with a release date for Lego, which is pretty exciting actually. I'm here in Kent to go to the Blue Water store, which is kind of fairly local. I mean it's not that local at all, it's probably around 50 miles away. But it's easy to get to and drive here. So anyway, here I am. It's fairly early in the morning. I say that early, it's about 10 to 10. The store opens in about 10 minutes. And I'm intrigued to know exactly what they've got. Reason being, April the 1st isn't actually a big release day. I think there's only probably about 8 sets that are actually being released today. It's not that many at all. And to be honest, for those sets that are being released, it's not necessarily a bad thing, because there's going to be a load of Lego sets released, of course, this time next month. Next month it's going to be absolutely like a tsunami of sort of Star Wars sets, which I'm pretty excited about, I have to be honest. But for this release, we still got a couple of cool epic sets as well, in the form of the Dungeons and Dragons set that's going to come out today. And I'm really hoping that they've got that in store, because from what I can tell on the photos online, the set actually looks really, really big, and it's getting a lot of love out there in the community as well. And I'm dying to see what that dragon looks like. Then, of course, you've got the Gotham skyline as well, the Batman kind of art set. I think that looks really, really good, and I've got an idea to get a couple of those in the future. And then you've got a release from space release sets from Friends, and you've got City as well, and they look pretty damn good. There's a couple of those that I'm kind of particularly interested in as well, out of those 4 that I've kind of mentioned so far. Will I get the D&D set? I don't know, that might be a bit of an impulsive buy if I do. I've got an idea for that, and I kind of might mention that a little bit later as well. And then of course you've got a couple of buildable Marvel figures as well, which I'm not really particularly interested in, which is a bit of a surprise really, because I genuinely like the Star Wars ones that came out. Otherwise, you've got a couple of gift with purchases that you can get today. You've got the flowered trellis. I'm genuinely not interested in that whatsoever, albeit it kind of looks good, but I've kind of got no reason to build it. I'd get it, but if I got it, I'd probably just part it out. And online as well, you can get the microscale NINJAGO City dock set, which I literally purchased about 5 minutes ago. But you guys obviously are not going to see that because I probably won't get that for another week or so, and I've got to purchase something to get that as well. Otherwise, this is a bit of a new one for me, doing something like a vlog in a car, but quite a few people out there in the community seem to be doing it. So let me know what you think about that down in the comments. I suppose the nice thing about it as well is that I can show you boys and girls exactly what I've got when I've got it back here in the car. So with that, I suppose it's probably a good idea to go and see exactly what the store's got on offer. Well, this is handy. Shop's been open about 5 minutes or so, and there's not a queue out there, so hopefully won't be waiting around for too long. They've got the ropes up there, so they must have had a bit of a queue earlier on. So I can see why they put the ropes out, because they've got a bit of a queue inside there now. But anyway, down here we are. We've got the Batman Gotham skyline. That looks really cool. It's really big actually. It's got to be just over 1 metre in size, I'd say. And then down here you've got these really cool minifigures too. Probably the Joker's probably my pick of the bunch there, but you know what your favourite one out of those 4 are. And up here, of course, we've got the Dungeons and Dragons. That is a big set, and that dragon is absolutely huge. I think it's probably bigger than any dragon I've built before in NINJAGO. And then down here, we've got the village set as well. That looks pretty damn good, and it's really nicely detailed too. We'll take a closer look at that in a minute. And over on this side, you've got Hagrid's hut there. A lot of people are liking that as well. It's probably about the 3rd or 4th, maybe, iteration of that particular set, but it's got a lot going for it. A lot of people are liking that. I'm not really sure about this now. Again, there's a few people that do like it once they've built it, but it doesn't really do much for me. It kind of reminds me of the Creator 3-in-1 set. Over here you've got the Animal Crossing sets. These look good. I think some of these are going to be the top minifigures of the year. They look really good. This is Nook's Cranny and Rosie's house. A lot of people are really liking these, and there's not there's not really a lot I could do with having something like this in my city or anything like that, but they've got their own kind of aesthetic, and I know quite a few people now, or at least 4 people I know in the community, that are actually building their Animal Crossing islands as well, which is kind of cool. And then of course you've got this here, which is arguably one of the best sets of the years, which is Andrea's Modern Mansion. It's an absolutely cracking set. I even really like that car. I wouldn't mind just having the car alone, but one day later on this year I'll get this particular one and live stream that too. It does look quite a fun set to do, and I definitely want to check out Rebrickable to see if anyone on there has actually gone and modularised it at all, because that would be pretty good for the city, especially on the edge of it as well. And then just over here, we've got ourselves just 1 or 2 Disney sets. So straight in, let's have a look at this Dungeons and Dragons set. Oh, I can totally see what all the excitement is about. That dragon is absolutely epic. Do you know what? I love it. Oh, you can see what the eyes now. I can see what people are saying about the eyes. They're there. They only just see them, just under that kind of horn section. Love the tree as well. That's definitely a throwback to old castle sets. The only off thing for me about the dragon is just behind his neck. It's just like a sort of a plain 2x4 plate. It strikes me as being a bit odd. It's like it's missing something. Maybe they just run out of budget at that particular moment. But anyway, look around it. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Look at the detail in it as well. I tell you what, this really would complement the Castle in the Forest set. So this is the closest I've seen the medieval town square. And again, that really does complement the Dungeons and Dragons set. And look, over here, look, we've got the Mimic as well. This is the gift with purchase that you can only get if you buy the Dungeons and Dragons set. Your gift with Lego Insider's purchase of Dungeons and Dragons Red Dragon's Tale set 21348, which looks jolly good. But yeah, really like this. A couple of my friends have built this set already as well, and they really like it. Lots of detail in those roofs. And some pretty cool minifigures as well. Just pull round here. I don't quite know what the story is behind it, and maybe someone out there can let me know down in the comments as well, but why is this geezer here got a great big moustache like he has? So I wasn't the biggest fan before of these Marvel buildable figures, but this particular Iron Spider-Man looks really good. And those extra arms he's got there, it really works. I'm still not necessarily liking the head shape. I think that's a little bit on the offside. And then of course you've got the Green Goblin, but that is really nice. In fact, it's got quite a lot of system built into that as well. I love the print on the face. I think that looks absolutely top notch. And then of course you've got his hoverboard as well. That looks excellent, it really does. And of course, I'm loving the fact that they've used some swords there, some orc swords from the last CMF series. Yeah, it's actually, I'm won over. There it is, the new Tantive 4. I think it looks really good. I like it. Problem is my eyes are kind of drawn firstly to the plaque. It's nice to see that they've printed those. And the 25th anniversary Lego Star Wars plaque as well. That looks nice, has a nice finish on that. But yeah, I think for the scale, I think it looks okay. When I saw the pictures online, I thought the head of the ship looked a bit too small, but actually, I don't think it looks too bad. So here's one of the new sets, the Space Science Lab. It's not bad for £35 actually. Got some great parts there for the make up the dome section, and a couple of decent minifigures too. I think this one's going to sell quite well, because you've got this kind of, where those orange sections are there, it kind of makes up the modularisation of everything. And that even happens to fit with the new Friends set as well. Okay, so this is Friends' take on space. You've got the Mars Space Basin rocket set there. That's £80, but I think I've seen it discounted already on places like Amazon. And then you've got this one, brand spanking new Space Research Rover, which I thought it looked really good online and in 1 or 2 reviews that I've seen, but in real life, yeah, this thing rocks. Of course, we've got some of the really cool Dream sets as well. Now, I've actually got this one, the van, and I've got this one as well, Mr. Aussie's space car. I'm not really sure which one to build first, but I tell you what, I'll let you boys and girls out there decide which one I should build first. So what would you like me to build first? Mr. Aussie's space car, or this one, Mrs. Costello's turtle van. Both designed by the same designer, Freddie Charter. But let me know what you think I should build first down in the comments. Now, something I'm definitely going to need to get hold of, these 2x4 green bricks. These are going to be useful for kind of creating some sort of hill in the city. So I'm definitely going to pick up some of those. So I'm back, and straight off the bat, I have to say, the Dungeons and Dragons set, well, that looked really good. Now, I was kind of thinking, shall I get it? Shan't I get it? Anyway, completely irrelevant anyway, because by the time I sort of thought, shall I? When I inquired, they'd all gone anyway. Now, I spoke to the manager whilst I was there, and they said they had 20 of those sets come in today, but they said because it's a bank holiday, it's kind of disrupted their distribution system a little bit. So they'd completely sold out. I got to see the Mimic as well, and I got to be honest, actually, do you know what? There's a lot more to it than kind of meets the eye. So I would definitely say it's worth getting it for that. But for me, as soon as they didn't have it today, I'm kind of like, you know what? I'm going to get it in September, because we're going to get it in September. In theory, I believe we're going to have a Dungeons and Dragons CMF series coming out, and so you know what? I'm thinking get the main set then, and then maybe get the CMF series after that, and kind of just see how it plays out as well. Hopefully, they'll kind of be able to interact with the game too. So that'd be kind of exciting and something to look forward to for September. So whilst I was there, I picked up one or two bits and pieces. Let me show you first of all what I got from the paddle. Now these are proper packed, and you'll see why. If I just split the seal on this, I just picked up an absolute bundle of 2x4 green bricks. So when it came to actual Lego sets, the D&D just wasn't an option. That had sold out completely. So the main thing that I went there for was for this. Thank goodness that they had it, actually. These were actually selling quite well, in all honesty. That is, of course, set 42602, and it's the Space Research Rover from Friends. Now, since the moment this was announced, this particular set, I've actually wanted it. I just think it looks absolutely beautiful. I really do. The aesthetics of it, and the fact that it's modular as well, and you've got this kind of quite interesting foliage, and that's a line I didn't think I'd be saying about a Friends particular set. You've got some decent characters as well. I think it's William, who else is it? William and Olivia. And you've got their dog, Apollo. And I just love their outfits. Their outfits are very Space 2001, A Space Odyssey. And I just really like this set. I love the aesthetics of it, the shape of it, the fact that the top section comes away from the wheels. And I just love the colorization of it. So I'm pretty excited to be building this, and of course, depending on when this video goes out, I'll be live streaming it on the 1st of April as well. So anyway, that comes with about 500 odd pieces. I think it's something like 514 pieces, and for around sort of £45 or so, I think that's a pretty good deal. So anyway, I'm looking forward to actually building it later on. So sticking with space, because that was pretty much everything that I got from the Lego store today. So the pad wall, phenomenal at Blue Water, really love it there. Brilliant customer service there as well, as always. And I got the Friends set, the Batman set. Yeah, I do want that. The Gotham City, that actually looks even better in real life than looking at the pictures and stuff like that. That is a definite. I'm definitely going to be getting that. I'm going to use that maybe for a backdrop to the city in the future. But anyway, talking of the future and keeping with space, I got a couple of things that I received yesterday from Amazon, and I thought, well, I'm here now, I might as well show it to you. Now, keeping with the space theme and rovers, I got this set, 60431, and it's kind of like City's answer to the space rover. Now, The interesting thing about this is that, I mean, I got this at about 25% off. It may even be 33%. Normally retails for about £25. Got it for £17, which I thought was a kind of a billy bargain for 300 odd pieces and a couple of minifigures, a couple of aliens. But what I really like about it is that you've got these 6 wheels as well, and of which they're kind of similar colour to the Friends one. I'm loving this aesthetic that they're using this year. But the reason I wanted it is because Lego this year have done some quite interesting space rovers. You've got this one, 300 pieces. You've got the Friends set of 500 pieces, but there's also an even bigger Lego City rover set that comes in at around 750 pieces. And maybe I'll do a video when I sort of compare all 3 of them. Let me know if you're interested in that one. If you are, then maybe I'll do it. But I kind of want to build these because they're kind of quite different and they're quite fun. And I'm going to be doing some quite large builds soon, Studgate being one of them, Ninjago City being another. And these are kind of nice to do in between those ones. It kind of helps you sort of come down a little bit after doing such a sort of epic set. Now, something that's kind of massively less epic is this set. Keeping again with the space theme, it's set 60429. And it's a spaceship and asteroid discovery. Now, this set is just a 4+ set. And you say, Greg, what on earth are you doing with a 4+ set? Well, this retails for about £18 here in the UK, and I picked it up from Amazon yesterday for 12 quid. And the reason I wanted it is because, firstly, it comes with 2 decent minifigures. You get a kind of like a big alien. That one's got like a couple of little aliens in it. I'm not quite sure. I'm pretty sure they're the same species. Mind you saying that though, I don't know. One just looks like a bigger version of the other. Who knows? Maybe you let me know what they are down in the comments. But anyway, you've got like 5 crystals at least that comes with this, which I believe, random thing to know, but I believe this set comes with more crystals than any other of the space themed sets. And then of course you've got these rocks as well. We've got like a couple of those, or asteroids in this case, I suppose. And you've got a pretty decent looking spaceship. And do you know what? I fancy a bit of a squadron of spaceships. Love the Interstellar spaceship. That was a brilliant little build. But I think this, for a 4+ set, is pretty good going as well. But anyway, this only comes with something like 126 pieces. I'll build it in about half an hour. But one of the things that's really good about these 4+ sets is that none of them come with stickers. So you've got like this control panel here that's got this phenomenal print on it, and you've got these kind of grids or exhausts on the sides here. They too are all printed, and of course you've got like the modern take on the classic space theme too. Anyway, that's everything I got. Let me know what you think about me doing these vlogs. I've got this new camera and I'm just kind of thinking to myself, I can sort of just vlog more randomly than I ever have done ever before. Again, feed that back to me. I'm kind of interested to know. If you don't, then fine. If you do, then let me know, or maybe even privately DM me over on Instagram. But anyway, if you did enjoy the video, then please do give it a thumbs up. If you happen to be new around here, then why not hop on and subscribe and become a big part of the LBB family. Otherwise, I'll see you a little bit later for the next one.